Hello everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out Salute and Giddy Up. That's two videos by MAJORS. Now, this is the first comeback for MAJORS, and for those of you who actually need a refresher on MAJORS, or perhaps you're not familiar with them, I got your back. I can understand because I actually reacted to MAJORS, but that video is not on my channel, mainly because I did film the reaction, but in the editing, the footage was corrupted, so I was unable to actually upload my reaction to MAJORS. So let me give you guys sort of a breakdown on what I initially thought about their debut. See, the thing with MAJORS, I either reacted to them live on a stream or I reacted to it on my own, but I do know for sure that at least for several weeks after MAJORS' debut, I was promoting the song that they had debuted with constantly on my streams because I really liked their songs. Now, the thing is, MAJORS definitely is a rookie girl group with a small budget, a small label vibe. You're going to notice that in their debut music videos. Perhaps that has changed with the comeback, but where they did not falter in quality, I thought, was the music. Now, it wasn't anything groundbreaking, yet it was powerful and it was catchy. What I'm going to find very interesting about this comeback, and I want just everyone to keep up, is with their initial two videos, I did not know which one was the title track and which one was a B-side or like a co-title track. And then I checked it out, and it was very obvious from watching the videos that Rain On Me was the touted title track, and then Dancing in the Starlit Night was more of a glorified performance video. However, Dancing in the Starlit Night was such a good song, such an amazing song, that I was constantly promoting it on my social media or on my live streams because it was catchy. It was really good. Not exactly title track worthy, but it was just a really catchy dance song, and the numbers don't lie either. Both on One The Case channel and MAJORS' like their own personal channel, their video for Dancing in the Starlit Night has more views than it does for Rain On Me. Now, I'm going to see with the two videos here, I don't know which one is the title track here either. I'm going to see if Salute is the title track or if Giddy Up is the title track, or even if one is the other. I'm going to kind of pick my favorites from there in terms of music and also the video. Now, before we actually get into today's video, though, real quick, we do have to talk about today's sponsor that makes videos like this possible. That's myself. Guys, we don't make money doing our YouTube videos here. All of our videos are not monetized because of copyright protection. Any AdSense or ads you see on our videos, that goes straight to the label. So if you want to support the channel directly, well, you can visit our Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/formoftherapy for as little as $2 a month, you get access to our listening parties and you'd be supporting the channel. But for a little more, you also get access to varieties, like idol varieties, non-idol varieties, variety shows, K-drama reactions, survival show reactions. We're checking out Produce 48 right now, and Queendom is just right around the corner, or Queendom 2 is. So if you want to check that out with us, come visit us on our Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. If you want to support us for free, go ahead and hit the like button down below, leave a comment while you're at it, subscribe down below as well, and yeah, we'd really appreciate it. All right, guys, let's check out these videos. This is Salute and Giddy Up by MAJORS, and this is your form of therapy. All right, no subs. It says auto-generated. I've definitely got some critique for the song, but so far I love the heavy emphasis on like stretching out their vocals. That's got to be my favorite part. All right, let's check out their next song. This is Giddy Up. Ooh, very different vibe.
We reach out to the singing stars, or starlights for you and me. Now your song repeats like it follows your heartbeat, like a symphony. Let your worries away, I'm here for you. Blow away, blow up to the skyway. For you only, for your eyes only, I bring you into my domain.
Interesting. So they're going for a full English song on their first comeback. Okay. Oh, this is like heavy Dancing in the Starlit Night vibes. Just the same video production style, same song style. Oh. Oh. Wow, that was a very long and rich chorus.
Let your worries go when I'm hugging you away. Blow it to the big way. You make me clean, la la, like I'm not pleased. Bring me into your dream. When you kiss me, you set me free. Let's fly away, giddy up, break free. Giddy up, free.
Ooh, I love the attempt at the footwork stuff in the chorus too. Ooh, and then the okay.
Save your curse, keep me closer. Now your song repeats like it follows your heartbeat, like a symphony. Let your worries away, I'm here for you. Blow away, blow up to the skyway. For you only, for your eyes only, I bring you into my
I really like the piano in this song.
When I touch you, I'll set you free. Let's fly away, giddy up, free, free. Giddy up, free, free.
Ooh.
Shine along the sky, you and I.
Okay. Okay. I can give you a score on that now. So objectively, if I were to give this a score, it's definitely I would say a 7 out of 10. But in my heart, I want it to be a 10 out of 10. These girls, what they're doing, I think it's extremely bold. And I'm more so speaking to the label and their producing team. What they're doing with this type of music, I mean, this music, not only is it not in vogue in K-pop, I mean, it's barely been in vogue in just like global culture in general. It's a very old style of EDM. Mind you, I love it. I love like the very synth-heavy type of EDM. But incorporating that into K-pop has not been done often. That's not to say it's never been done. You know, Just Be had Damage. That's a good example. But still, I think it's really cool what they're doing. There are a few moments where I do feel like, ooh, they do need to work on these things. But there's definitely, like, I see the possibility. Like, I think they have improved a lot since their debut in that past year. I would say I think the dancing felt a little slow in certain moments, and in some moments it felt really inspired. So I think Giddy Up has a really good example. I think Giddy Up, that part where they do this and then everyone else starts doing this, that kind of like tidal wave move is really, really cool. But the thing is, when they're supposed to be going fast, like I don't see them going as hard. Like, the thing about K-pop idols in general is that they look sort of, I mean, above humans, like their level of skill and dance level. But I would say like this had like the energy of more of like a dance cover group rather than like the highest elite tier of K-pop dancing. I would say, I don't know if that's the girl themselves or if it's the choreography design, which I'm going to assume that they themselves did not create themselves. I would say the dancing needed more portions of like a push and pull, for Giddy Up anyways, where there are plentiful of fast movements, and there are those fast movements then make the movements where they slow down. It puts way more impact on those moments. And I do think that they have potential. And Giddy Up, just like Dancing in the Starlit Night, for me personally, is the better song. But that's also because I really love what they're doing here vocally. The way they pair their voices against that EDM background. You know, if you guys are familiar with like the oh my god, why am I blanking on like Zed or like David Guetta, you know, like the very like dance heavy EDM club type of songs, and then like the generic random female voice on the song, right? That's a very common trope, and that's basically what they're doing here. But the way they sing it is a little bit different. They're singing it in like a lower tone, a little huskier, and also the added benefit of them trading their voices off, and just in general, a very Korean top line as well, makes it just feel a little bit more different than a David Guetta song. It's like a David Guetta song, but if with the splash of like a Korean production. I do think that even the song, though, there were moments where it was kind of slow. Like, again, I do think that works. I think MAJORS' strong point is actually they have really, really great vocalists. And a lot of their songs are much more singing focused than they are talk singing focused. And, you know, talk singing has become way more prevalent in K-pop. And so I think it's a very bold choice that they went for a much more just purely vocal focused type of song for both songs. But because of that, I feel like there also needed to have been a much more wild, varied section in the top line, because there are portions where it does feel a little slow, especially in the verses. Like, I feel like that really works in the intro. It gives you a nice, very like, ooh, that is a very sweet sound, kind of an impact in the beginning, but it can get a little bit tired if you don't vary up the pattern a little bit. And similarly to Dancing in the Starlit Night, Dancing in the Starlit Night was like a pure performance video shot on like a very simple background. They did the same thing for Giddy Up, but I will say one thing I want to compliment on with MAJORS is they do this with both Giddy Up, they do this with Salute, they do this with Dancing in the Starlit Night, and I would compliment Salute more than Raid on Me, which is what I want to say is the video production, it went up way better. Mind you, they do a lot of things that are very simple, very, very clearly like we had a low budget type of vibe. They're shooting against, you know, blank white backgrounds. Then they're shooting with these LED screens back here, and then they just reuse the LED screens for individual members like solo shots. And yet I never felt bored watching the video. I do think the video team did a good enough job with the varied angles. Right here, you've got a undershot, and then they're keeping the camera moving. The editing is snapping. They're cutting every couple seconds. I think the video team did an extraordinarily good job with this video, considering how low budget it actually is. But yeah, I think their dancing skills are very much more apparent in Salute. To me, it felt like not everyone was always like perfectly on time. Even if you look at this pause right here, they are in very different positions, and like it's like the slight being 1 second or half a second off from each other that can make a choreo feel a little bit clunky in that regard. And so I think overall the songs are pretty decent. I think Salute, this song, I do think that if they had like someone who was much more of a powerful rapper, it would have given this song much more like breath of fresh air. I would say Salute, you know, the song itself, it's decent. I would give this also a 7 out of 10. But in my heart, again, I want Majors to be a 10 out of 10. Majors has so much potential, and they're with ANS, and I really, really liked ANS. And Majors, so far, I mean, musically, I've been digging everything they've been putting out so far. But I will say the production team seems to have they seem to have a vision, and they're like putting it all on the right track. But I understand like having a low limited budget, but I don't know how long you can keep doing this without, you know, like without stepping things up. You know, they're gonna have to step things up for the next comeback, and they can't take another year to do this. So it's a tough situation, but I will say I really like Salute. I think I like it a little bit more than Rain on Me. I mean, I really like Rain on Me too, so they're a little bit of a tie. But I think I like Giddy Up. I think in terms of like majors, the fourth major song I know, it probably goes Dancing on the Starlit Night, Giddy Up, Salute, and then Rain on Me. But overall, I'll give this a solid 7 out of 10 comeback. You know, it's good, it's decent, but there's definitely room for improvement. I think they need to clean up their dancing. I do think that the producers need to take a little bit more of a heavy-handed approach in making sure that the songs have a little bit more of a varied nature to the journey, because they are actually really, really good singers. And that is also something that's really rare for me to see, which is a small budget company, a low budget or a low budget group, but the singers are actually really, really talented, and they have some really solid voices behind them. It's not just one girl in Majors that's good at singing. It's like 3 or 4. Like, it's a good chunk of them. So I almost wonder if Majors should be tweaking their sound a little bit. I don't know. Like, stuff like Giddy Up and Dancing on the Starlit Night is great, but that's just my personal preference thing. I don't know if that's going to translate across either in the Korean realm or even in the global market as well. You know, I'm sure people will appreciate that they did that in English, but how many people are into that kind of hard-hitting techno EDM? You know, I think that is, I don't know. I'm going to pass that question off to you guys, because on one hand, it is refreshing that they're not going for a girl crush concept, which seems to be like the go-to move with a lot of groups these days. But at the same time, you see why it's a go-to move for so many girls, because a concept like this does not necessarily draw a lot of attention. So I'm gonna pass the question off to you guys. What do you think? Do you think they need to change up their sound? Do you think they need to maybe try something like that? I personally think Majors has a lot of potential. I think they can try out many different things. You know, maybe having a much more hard-hitting but fun pop funky route, maybe somewhere along the lines of like EXID's like later stuff, or just going the full girl crush route. I was expecting them to actually change things up, but what we got this time around was the same thing they debuted with, just I guess a little bit more polish, which isn't all that bad. But I think they got to switch it up for the next comeback. But guys, I'm gonna pass the question off to you guys. What do you guys think about this sound for Majors? Do you think they need to change their sound, or do you think if they hold on that maybe this will work out for them? I'd love to know what you guys think. But guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed our reaction and review to Majors Salute and Giddy Up. If you'd like to support the channel, remember you could always just hit the like button down below. Remember, you can visit our Patreon. You get bonus content there, listening parties, K-dramas, survival shows, a whole bunch of stuff. So if you want to check us out and support us, come visit us on Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. You could just simply subscribe. We're going to have the subscribe button for you right here. Make sure to hit the notification bell as well. And also check out our other videos over here. Guys, have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you later. Bye.